there, Depp family. And again, this is another little ditty giving you a heads up towards our live chat from a week from today. Today's August 5th, I think, Sunday, and next Sunday I will be over at the school, The Hill. That space, if you look at the early videos, which I would love you to go on to John Birmingham's channel and view my videos and see that what I did on John's channel was a program that I did. I was programming. And I was using the same dynamics, the same processes that the people who rule our planet, our reality, because our reality is just 0.0005% of what is going on. And it is a small group of people, entities, not just people, entities. The folk that, oh, it's the Illuminati. No, that's a bunch of sock puppets. That's like old guys getting together, jacking off and the secret handshake. And that's what people like John Birmingham do, because they are stuck. And when I talk about John, I only talk about John because I used his channel to bring out a program. And then he wouldn't teach me, he wouldn't show me, he controlled everything, he edited everything, he took out any comments, he wouldn't let people talk to me. The channel I have, the email I have, the blog I have, were all started by you guys who were upset that you couldn't get to me, and you still can't. John makes it very difficult to get to me. Now, I hope that John, and John tries to, like, when I did the last live chat, I did it from the school, because the school has an amazing Wi-Fi. John always goes, I don't know how to pay my bills. I don't know what to do. Oh, I need a job. I've been working at being the most brilliant editor and filmmaker and writer of brilliant content and drummer and musician and girls, bleep, bleep, Sassoon, that I know. I'm so interested in bleep, 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 bleep. I'm so bleep, bleep. And if John could just let go. And why I stuck it out so much with John Birmingham is he was giving me a window, a doorway to get to the audience. Now, he's been doing this since YouTube's been YouTube. I don't know, 10, 20 years. I have no idea how long YouTube's been around. But he's been, look how long he's been there. Look how, he's got like 600 videos. But they're all about, hey, look at my new underpants. Oh, and my new shoes. And I just got this from Amazon. And our life is not about stuff. Now, you could look at the school when I was there and call me a hoarder. But it was my warehouse. I just stuffed everything I kind of came across there. And I did it for archaeological reasons. And also, I was kind of thinking, our little illusion is about to hit a brick wall. And we have so many things that could wipe us out. Solar flares, rock from space, ourselves, nuclear war, pollution, you name it. I'm amazed. The thing that amazes me is we're still here for all the stupid stuff, the stupid bleep, bleep, bleep stuff we've done. Like, here's a good one. Why is our ozone gone? It wasn't from hairspray or refrigerants. It was that in the late 40s, early 50s, the United States and England detonated hydrogen bombs in the troposphere, 80 miles up, and blew gigantic holes through the ozone, which caused a metastasization of a cancer that caused it to eat up, like, flesh-eating viruses eat up our ozone. I used to live in Australia. Everyone I knew there is dead from skin cancer. I used to wear long sleeve shirts and pants and dresses. And I used to walk around with beach umbrellas that I would spray the bottom side with lead paint. And everyone looked at me like I was some, what the heck? And no one knew about this. But the scientific world knew about this. And they knew about this and what's going on now with global warming and everything else and population. Back in the 1890s, they were having meetings in France, because that's where all the science was. And all our industrialists, Mr. Rockefeller, Mr. Ford, Mr. Edison, all sent people and tried to use fake news. You know, Donnie Chump is right. Everything he's saying is right. Donnie Chump is the X-lax of our social colons politics. And he's going to let out the defecation of, you know, the last 200 and something years of our joke of a country. And he keeps saying, oh, this is a joke, that's a joke. He is right. But he is part of the illusion because he has been put there. He didn't win. He was put there to make a distraction. And, you know, what's her name was so da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, Hillary Clinton is the most, like, razor blade person I've ever met. And she lost on purpose. She didn't want that job. She's much happier with it, whatever the heck she's doing now in seclusion than what her life would have been. Donnie's miserable. I mean, if Donnie wasn't a nihilist, and that's why John Birmingham is so much like Donnie Chump. You know, the first time John threw me out, it was the day after the election, and about a week before the election, we had made a video called Donnie Chump Breaking News, and you should see that. It's probably one of the better videos that John and I did together because it was truly a collaboration. You know, I was streaming off my subconscious Donnie Chump, and John took it and edited it up and really did a great job. I mean, you know, the graphics, the music, the boom, 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 you know, his voice sounding like the TV announcer. I mean, that's co-creation. Pretty much everything else, not so much. Because instead of us doing it together, I was like herding cats, and John was the herd of cats. And everything that John did, I wanted him to do because I kept saying, look, audience, this guy, John Birmingham, he is the canary in the social coal mine. And he is. Everything that he does, his neuroses, his psychoses, his total focus on who he, you know, him. It's all about him. Me, 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 me. Me, I'm an Aquarian. You know, I want to do things together. I keep talking about, let's get the band together. Let's go out on the road. Let's go have a good time. You know, I am here in the woods because the universe wants me here. It's taking care of me, making sure that, you know, when I first got here, I was like homeless camping. But now I'm like Rolls Royce camping, you know. Somebody gave me what they call a third wheel. You know, I got water. I got, you know, somewhat of you know, I got nothing on the electromagnetic spectrum, but I got everything to keep me comfy and taking care of me. So, but the one thing I have in overabundance is I am isolated and I have no real, just me, and just quiet. I have no real distractions, you know. I got some recordings, but I don't have, the radio doesn't work here. And I get no video, I have no internet, I have no telephone, I have nothing. Because I live in a 200 square mile of uber poverty of Appalachia. I mean, it is, there are kids here who between 18 and 20, and they look like they're 50 because they've been malnourished their whole life. They've started dipping. That's meaning taking tobacco and sticking it between their lower lip and the front teeth, and they don't have any teeth. All their teeth have rotted out. And they go, oh man, I've just been drinking too much. No, it's that, and they're still doing it. So then it eats away at their jaw and their bone, and they get cancer, and they die before they're 30. And we're all doing that in some way, right? I did. Look at me. I was Mr. Aesthetic. I was a monk until, living in the material world. But, around 50, or 52, when I started working for the Desperate Lawyers, I said, the world's going to end soon, so might as well just have one gigantic hedonist good time. Well, it's like my parents. I had nothing to do with them until I was 32, and when they said, oh, you have to take care of us, I said, oh, okay, they'll die soon, because they were close to 80. Well, they lived another 28 years because I took such good care of them. And what happened was, instead of my experience being my brothers and sisters, of like hating my parents and being tortured by them, I said, listen, I'll take care of you, but you have to be your better self. And we were. We had a good time. And I had said everything I ever wanted to say. They talked to me. So when they died, hey, it was all kumbaya. And they're still there. I can go into state and see. My dad kind of passed on because he was such a damaged dude that every time I went to visit him on the other side, he'd be sitting on a rock surrounded by daffodils. I mean, as far as the eye could see. And I would just appear on the rock with him. And the rock, there's no way you could sit on it and be comfortable. But looking all around was unbelievably beautiful. Where my mom, she kind of was at the pinnacle of who she wanted to be in her, 0.0005 point reality. And then she got bored with that and went on to a new, wherever she is now. But, and my dad too, after he said, okay. And so they're both someplace else, reincarnated already, which is pretty quick. My mom has a bit of a sense that, I got to do better than the next time. And my dad has been knocked down a few notches to a real successful material kind of existence. And that's basically, he's John Birmingham. Because John Birmingham is 199% material existence. When I did the last live chat from his place, I got through showing you how to meditate, and then I sensed that he was watching it, and that he came down, as soon as I said, okay, he's coming down. Well, he came down. He was watching and looking at the chat and talking to whoever would talk to him. And he acted what the audience thought he should be saying. Oh, yes, the meaning to life is being nice to everybody. He's never nice to anybody. I mean, his constant refrain is, hey, if I can't make money at it, why should I do it? Like I keep saying, hey, let's go down and talk to people. Don't tell you're not going to meet a girl unless you go down and meet a girl. Well, I'll do it online. No. You got to interact with life to have a life. So even though I'm isolated, I am not in isolation, because why the universe has put me here is so I putter around doing this, go through that, move this, clear that, clean this, make this place more comfortable. But I spend most of my time in meditation and prayer, which gives me insights to my being a moron and how not to be such a moron, 14 minutes. So, I love you guys.